Begin.
This book is about a society that only allows 2 children per family. The main character, Luke, is a third child. The penalty for being a third child is death, while the penalty for having a third child is $8 million fine or death, depending on the judge's mood. This story is set sometime in the future, about 10 hours from Washington, D.C. Luke lives on a farm with his mom and his dad and his 2 brothers, Matthew and Mark. His house was in the woods, so he was allowed to get outside. But when the government cut down the forest and built houses, he had to stay in his room in the attic, away from all windows. As Luke dreaded being locked away, he noticed he had vents he could look out of, and nobody could see him because the vents were tilted. Then one day, when he was looking out the back vent, a few weeks after people had moved into the new houses, out of the corner of his eye, he noticed a child's face in the window of a house he already knew 2 boys and their parents already lived. Luke planned for multiple weeks on how to get into the house, and finally, he made a break for it. Luke dashed through his backyard and into the neighbors, but their screen door that he had planned to get in was locked. So he punched through it and opened it from the inside. When he got inside, he met Jen, another third child, after dealing with the security system they had. But she was so much more different and braver than him. She said he wanted to have a rally of all third children marching right up to the president's house, demanding freedom. What Jen had planned for the rally was 800 third children showing up, and nobody would have the heart to shoot 800 thirds. After multiple times planning for the rally, they had lots of fun together. One of the things they did was make cookies. But when the day of the rally came, Luke kind of got a little scared and didn't want to go at the last moment. So Jen went to the rally. She got shot by a population police officer along with 39 other third children. But Luke doesn't know this until later. After the rally, Luke attempts to go over to Jen's house again. But when he gets inside, he meets Jen's dad, who apparently works for the population police. After telling him a whole story about what Jen had done at the rally, Jen's dad offers him a fake ID. At first, Luke is a little scared and confused, but in the end, he ends up getting a fake ID, which Jen had just said was another way of hiding. After that episode, he tells his family everything that he had done. His mother starts bawling wildly when he has to leave. Luke ends up going to a boarding school with no windows, so to see the outside world. Is this what he had hoped for, or just another accident waiting to happen? The author of this book is Margaret Peterson Haddix. She is a second child in a family of... she's a second child. And she lived on a farm. Her dad was a farmer. Her mother was a nurse. She has 2 children and is hoping to have a third. I think this book shouldn't be banned because it is a really good book, and there's suspense and emotion and scary things happening, and yeah.
All right.